Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a quick unboxing of the Aries Gold Black Sea, which is the brand's first ever dive watch. So let's get into it. So it comes with this packaging. It looks rather simple. And there you have the watch. Okay, so the Aries Gold Black Sea, let's talk about the specifications first, right? So Aries Gold Black Sea features a box mineral crystal. So you see like a slight dome, like a plexiglass effect that one might find on your vintage divers. Um, I'm a bit too nice about this. While I appreciate, the vintage effect that, the box crystal gives, you can see it playing well with the light here and the distortion, or I would have preferred a dome sapphire instead, just for the added durability and scratch resistance. So with a box mineral crystal, you have to be careful, not to bang it around, which I guess sort of defeats the purpose of having a diver's watch, right? Like, to be a tool watch. But nevertheless, there's a box mineral crystal here. As for the movement inside, we get the reliable and workhorse Seiko a NH35 movement. I have no qualms with the movement. At this price point, this is a very affordable price. At this price point, it's probably the best movement one can find. It's a bit bare bones. You don't really see a decoration. You don't even see a custom roller. But for the price, I guess you can't really complain much. And at least you can see it beating through the exhibition case back. Now there's also loom, which I see if I can pop up a loom shot here. And as for the strap is actually pretty nice. Aries Gold told me that they have reworked and changed their strap supplier. So now they say they have a new Italian 10 strap. It feels very nice, very soft, and very supple on the skin. Looks very premium. I'll say for a 200 plus Singapore dollars watch. So you can get this watch at 180 USD, which translates to about 240 Singapore dollars. That 240 Singapore dollars is probably one of the best watch straps I've seen. It even comes with a custom buckle. So as compared to, I have an old Aries Gold watch here. As compared to the strap on an older Aries Gold watch, you can see the difference in quality. So this looks a bit cheap, a bit generic. Yeah, the lining is not really good. Whereas the newer Italian 10 strap, looks and feels much more premium. Yeah, so pretty nice touch there. So yeah, overall I would say as always for $240, the specs are pretty good. Again, the only knock probably would be the box mineral crystal, but I understand that for the price, having a dome sapphire would probably be too much money, add too much to the cost. Between a box mineral crystal and a flat sapphire, they went with a box mineral crystal, just for the added vintage look, which to each their own, I guess. But you just be careful not to bang this around too much. But honestly, the calling point for this watch probably, aside from its price, but would probably be the dial. Look at the dial. The dial is, let me see if I can get closer up. The dial is spectacular. So from what the brand tells me, they call this like a corroded dial. So, they treat the dial with some sort of corrosive, and it manages, to come up with such a sort of crater-like look. It reminds me of, the lunar surface on the moon, or according to the brand, the seabed, the craters that you might find on the seabed, because it's supposed to be a dive watch after all. So this mimics how the seabed looks like at the bottom of the ocean. It's a very unique and distinct look, I must say. It's a we have seen so many dive watches, right? Especially at this price point, and most of them are mere homages of the Rolex Submariner. And I've really never seen like one with a dial quite like this. And it makes sense. It ties in, to the diving heritage of the watch, the aquatic nature of the watch. Yeah, very unique dial, I would say. Certainly one of the highlights of the watch. Now the rest, you get applied indices, gilt finish applied indices, so very Tudor Black Bay like, so to speak. There's a rather interesting set of hands as well. We see a semi-skeletonized hands, so which is, it's a bit striking, and again adds a unique edge, to the appearance of the watch as well. Yeah, the dial reminds me. It looks like the brand has look at the Tudor Black Bay series as an inspiration, and sort of put their own spin to it, which I don't mind at all. It really comes together quite nicely, and it's quite Again, you know, innovation isn't, in terms of design, isn't really common at this price point, but it's really quite a nice looking dial. On to the bezel. So it's a 120 click unidirectional bezel, and I'll say you can hear it clicking, I guess. Pretty solid, you know, not much play to it, so pretty solid bezel. You can hear the clicks. One more, there you go. And it looks to align quite well as well, you know, at this price point, especially on Seiko watches. You know, sometimes the bezel misalignment can be a bit of a problem, but I guess it's not the case here. So very, very nice quality control here. As for the case itself, you can see it's just very simply brushed. Let me show you on the other side. There's the protection sticker here, which I haven't removed. It's a pretty simple case. I mean, brushed throughout. But I think what is unique about this colorway is that the case has sort of like this bronze finish. So it's not bronze, it's stainless steel, but there's sort of like this oxidized finish to give it like a bronze look, so to speak, but without the patina effect that bronze would develop. Again, pretty unique, and I think ties in with this particular, you know, sort of cratered or corroded dial look quite well. Gives it a very nice vintage, sort of better scarred vibe. Yeah. Case back, like I mentioned, nothing spectacular. You get some relevant engravings here. You get to see the movement. Yeah. Alright, here's a quick wrist roll for the watch. As you can see, you know, the watch is a bit big, I would say, as most dive watches are, at 43 millimeters wide. It's not Panerai big, but it's certainly on the largest side of life. But I guess on my 7-inch Asian wrist, you know, it still, you know, wears pretty well, you know. Doesn't protrude. A good size, you know, if you like larger size watches. Yeah, very nice on the wrist. A lot of wrist presence, I would say. Certainly a watch that will get noticed. Overall, I really do like this watch. You know, the watch has the Aries Gold Black Sea has MSRP of 359 USD. If you use the promo code Shiok on their Aries Gold web store, you get a whooping 50% of all Aries Gold watches. So that brings it down to about 160 USD, or about 240 Singapore dollars. At 240 Singapore dollars, I think it's a no-brainer. It's probably one of the best, you know, dive watches out there. It's a very unique look. It's very well built together. You know, it's mechanical, which is really a rarity, cheaper than the Wellington. So again, it's like most Aries Gold watches, it's a really good value for money. I don't really have much, you know, complaints here. Perhaps like I mentioned earlier, you have to be careful with the box mineral crystal. We have preferred a dome sapphire crystal, but that probably will push the price up, probably towards the 300 Singapore dollar mark, so, or the 400 USD mark, MSRP. So trade-offs, I guess. And perhaps I would have liked them to use a black date window here, which I think will blend more seamlessly with the rest of the watch. But overall, you know, it's a very nice looking watch. As you can see how the dial plays with the light here. It's a very unique, very striking, very nice looking watch. The brand tells me that this particular model, their first ever dive watch, has been in development and R&D for 6 months, and I can see, you know, the time and effort that's been paid to this watch. At 240 Singapore dollars, it's probably the best dive watch you can buy under $300, I would say. Certainly beats, you know, the Seiko SKX or the Seiko 5 series, in my opinion. Now, there are other you know, colorways as well, which I show some here. If you want the version just a regular black dial, that brings the price down significantly to below 200 Singapore dollars, and it comes on a stainless steel strap as well. So there's the option too if you want. But yeah, overall a very nice looking watch. Great first dive watch from the brand, and again a very solid value proposition. I bet this will sell like hotcakes. No issues at all. Alright, that sums up my video for today. You know, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It will really help the channel a lot. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Ciao!